Let's go.
Okay. Well, welcome everyone. So excited to see so many people jumping on this Thursday evening. We really appreciate that. I want to start firstly by just making sure that when this webinar is over, that you speak to the person that invited you. I want to make sure you understand that um, it takes a lot of courage to invite someone to something like this about something that you may be unfamiliar with. But what it means is that they saw something in you, that they feel like you would be a great fit for their team. And so that to me is a huge compliment, and you should take it that way. So please know that, they obviously see something and want you to be a part of that. So with that, congratulations on being here. I know it's late, it's Thursday. There's so many things that you could be doing, but instead you decided to take 30 minutes from your busy schedule and find out more about this coaching opportunity. Please know there's going to be no obligation here. We really are just sharing value. I really do feel that when you get off, regardless of whether this is a good fit for you, you will leave feeling that you've received some value. So again, thank you so much for being here. So I'll just start with introducing myself for those that don't know me. My name is Shane Fryer. I have been a coach with Team Beachbody for next month will be 5 years. So when I started 5 years ago, I was a full-time social worker. I had been in the mental health field for 17 years, just an average mom. In my opinion, just an average mom, nothing too special. I worked full time. I have two kids. Olivia's 13 now. Joey is 9. I've always worked full time my whole life. Since I've been 15, I've had a job. I had my kids in daycare since they were about 11 weeks old. That's all I ever knew. I also knew fitness. I also was kind of that gym goer. And what I did every day is I would work all day, and at 5 o'clock I would pick my kids up from 2 different places, and then I would drive to the gym for an hour and a half and feed them in the car, and then go home and do showers and homework and all of that. And I would get up and do it all over again. And that's just what I did 6 days a week. And what I was finding at that time, at the age of 37, back then, was that I was putting all this effort in and all this time, and I wasn't really getting ahead. I felt like I had completely plateaued. I wasn't getting the results I thought I should, given all of that extra time at the gym. And just, it wasn't working anymore. I knew it was most likely my nutrition, because that was where my weakness was what I was feeding myself. It wasn't the ability or the desire to work out. It was really what I was eating. And so on this random Tuesday evening, I was introduced to our flagship product called Shakeology. And I remember, and I'm sure many of you are thinking this too, because I did, why should I drink this shake when there's 100 other shakes? Because I was a protein girl, so I always had a protein shake no matter what. Protein shake, right? Here I'm thinking this is a protein shake. Well, what I learned is it was not a protein shake. But I had to educate myself. I had to do research. $4 a day? Why would I spend $4 a day? And so I did. I was introduced to it, and then I did my homework. And what I found is that, wow, the mom who had lean cuisine every day for lunch because it was cheap and quick and full of sodium, and probably why I wasn't getting results, could get this dense glass of nutrition, this dense nutritional drink, for around $4 a day. And it was a perfect meal. All of my vitamins, all of my nutrients, probiotics, prebiotics, digestive enzymes. And I realized that was what was missing. And I needed to make a decision to invest in my health. So the other thing you may be thinking is like, but I'm not a salesperson. Like I don't want to sell anything. I hope you're thinking that, because I'm a social worker. That was that never even crossed my mind, to be honest. When I learned about this product, this is how I thought. And solely, this was how like tunnel vision I was, because I didn't understand the true potential. No one really said the huge potential. They said it was a business opportunity and that you could, your friends and family could also get this from you. And I thought, wow, do you know how many people I know that need to get healthier? Do you know how many people I know like me that don't have the energy, that are stagnant, that are in their 30s and they're not getting results? I thought I could just talk to people about that. And that's honestly all I ever did. I just shared without realizing the full potential. Because we are moms, dads, corporate women on our team, police officers, firefighters, personal trainers, fitness instructors. And the reason that a mom like me and a personal trainer can be as equally successful is because this is providing us a tool to share with people who don't have the time or the expertise to know how to eat everything our body truly needs, that don't have a nutritional background. And for fitness professionals, this is just one more piece to their toolbox. It's an opportunity after a client sees them to be able to say, you know what? Now I want you to have this for breakfast every day. I want you to push play on this program that we've determined is the best fit for you, and I'll see you next Tuesday. And their clients get better results, faster results, and keep coming back to them. We are the leader in at-home fitness. We look at what we offer as literally Netflix for fitness. I'm sure most of you have Netflix, right? Who doesn't? I don't know how to work it, but I have it. But the truth is, it's the same idea. Any place, anywhere, all you need is a smartphone, computer. You really just need Wi-Fi. And you have every trainer, every program for every fitness level, wherever you are in any country, as long as there's Wi-Fi. And another thing that really drew me was our mission. Our mission is to help people live healthier lives. And the truth is, there is a crisis. That's not a secret to anybody. There is a crisis. There's an epidemic, right? Look around us, and it's scary. It's scary to look at our kids. It's scary to see that that people are dying younger, and that they're using medication as opposed to being preventative. And that's where we come in. That's where this coaching opportunity is like nothing in this world. And what's most, I think, just amazing to me is the growth potential, and why I hope you're sitting there so excited that you're listening to these words, because we are only in the United States and Canada, and we're going international this year. And so the fact that you are listening right now, when there are individuals all over the world that keep asking when they can sign up as a coach, and we have to say we can't do it yet. The fact that you have that opportunity truly is you are in the right place at the right time. And so that's another reason I'm just so excited for you to be here and to continue to hear more about me, more about my co-host, who I'm going to introduce, and more about the ins and outs of this business. So with that being said, I am going to turn it over to Danielle, my co-host, who's going to share with you more about her story. So Danielle, take it away.
Thank you, Shane. And thank you everyone for being here. So my name is Danielle. I am 28 years old. I have been a coach now for about a year and a half. And I'm fortunate that health and fitness really has always been a big part of my life. I grew up playing soccer. I played Division I in college. I got a finance degree when I went to school. So, upon graduation, I got my first big girl job, and, I did the corporate thing, and I did everything I was supposed to. I went through a finance leadership development program for the company I worked for, a large defense contractor, very prestigious program. So that was a 3-year annual rotation program. And I kind of got to the end of that. By the way, during that program, I was also getting my MBA part-time at night. So I was totally in over my head. But I was kind of checking the things off that I thought I was supposed to be doing. I wasn't really following my heart. So when I kind of got to the end of all of that craziness, I graduated from the FLDP program. I graduated from getting my MBA. I kind of was, I came up for air, and I took a chance to breathe. And I asked myself, is this really what I want? Is this really fulfilling to me? Do I get up in the morning and am I excited and passionate? And I knew the answers to all of that. It was no. And that's when I knew I had to make a change. And at that point, I started looking at external opportunities. I ended up moving to a smaller, more entrepreneurial type company because that was, for me, the step in the right direction to get to where I want to be. So I was there for a year, and then that is really when my experience and the opportunity with coaching came into my life. And, I was happy at that company. I transitioned out of finance. I started working in talent management, so it wasn't as objective. It was more face-to-face interaction with people, but I still felt like something was missing. So insert coaching. I was introduced to the coaching opportunity, and it was one of those things that I kind of, looked at myself and said, how did I not know about this already? So I was very fortunate that it was presented to me, and that's one of the reasons why I'm very excited to be here tonight to talk to you. And I'll tell you, the year and a half that I've been working with Beachbody has been amazing. I've since moved on from that company, and I'm now working for a company called Soccer Shots as well, in addition to what I'm doing with Beachbody coaching. So I coach little ones, and I also am involved on the business end of things as well. So it's just, I feel like my life is.
Okay, so where we left off, I was just kind of giving you guys some, I guess, an appreciation for kind of my story, where I came from, and how my life has really done a complete 180, in the past 5 years. And I'm excited, even more excited now to, be able to kind of share that opportunity with you and kind of give you insight into, how that's not only changed my life, but it's changed Shane's life, and it's changed so many, coaches' lives and families' lives. It's not just about us, it's about the families and the children and everyone that's, involved in this journey. So with that, I think you're probably wondering, what do we do every day? What are our daily activities? So first things first, we need to focus on ourselves before we can help others, obviously. So, getting our workout in, drinking our shake, as Shane mentioned, Shakeology, working on personal development. And that's one of the things too, personal development. When I worked for, my other company, I've never ever experienced, having a corporation actually encourage you to work on yourself before, you work on what's important for their mission. So that's something in my mind that, initially just stood out and differentiated Beachbody and this opportunity. I would say the next big thing is social media in terms of our daily activities. And this is really, I guess, the front end of things. It's what people see from the outside, and it's how you brand yourself. It's essentially, your storefront, so to speak. So this is a critical component, and it's really the foundation of how us as coaches build our business. And I'll tell you, I personally tend to gravitate more towards Instagram, but I know a lot of other coaches primarily use Facebook. So, it's really wherever you feel the most comfortable and where you feel like you can portray your journey the best. And then another big part of our daily activities is working with our coaches and working with our team. And this is more so on the back end. So like as your business evolves, you really start to build your own team. And it's critical in that sense that you have the tools, you have the resources, you have the mentorship available to them to be successful. And we take that very seriously. That's one of my favorite parts of this business, whether you've been a coach for 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, everyone supports each other and wants to see success in others just as much as they want to see success within themselves. So it's really a genuine community. And then the last big component in our daily activities and our day-to-day is checking in with our accountability groups, our challenge groups, our bootcamp groups, wellness studios. It's all the same thing. So I'm sure you've heard at least one of those variations. So I would say that our accountability groups are really the bread and butter of our business. So I want to elaborate here a little bit to give you guys a full appreciation for what this means. So we are coaches to help people And this is the platform and the forum in which we do that. So personally for me and my team, we run a new accountability group every single month. We always have veteran challengers, and then we have open spots every month for new challengers to join our Fit Tribe. And then every single month we also have a fun theme. For example, in April, we have our spring Shape Up, and we do daily challenges. We want to keep things fun. And one of the daily challenges that we do, for example, Flex Friday, workout outfit of the day, Snapchat selfie, dream vacation spot. So you can kind of see that it's really, it's our way to not only hold people accountable day to day, but it's a great way for people to let down their walls and get comfortable, get vulnerable with each other. And that's really what creates that community and creates that bond. And then, you have the boot camp group itself, that place where we all come together on our own individual journeys to support and help each other. And then from a fitness and nutrition standpoint, as Sheen mentioned earlier, we leverage Beachbody On Demand, the Netflix of fitness, which is where you can stream, from your phone, your tablet, your laptop, TV. All of the workouts are literally at your fingertips. It's like you have a gym in your back pocket. So you really have no excuse not to work out. It's always there for you. So we get every single, boot camper, challenger set up with whatever program is best for their needs based on their journey, their schedule. And we continuously evolve that because there's so many programs, whether you like HIIT, whether you like strength training, whether you like Pilates, yoga, MMA inspired programs. I mean, you name it, and it's on BOD. So I would also let you guys know that every single fitness program on Beachbody On Demand comes with an eating plan as well. So we get all of our challengers set up with that eating plan. It just leverages portion control eating. It's very simple. And then incorporate into that is the Shakeology, as Sheen mentioned earlier. So when you kind of take a step back, it's not just the fitness. It's not just the nutrition. It's both of those things plus the accountability of our, accountability groups, of our bootcamp groups, plus the one-on-one coaching. And that all married together is why everyone that we work with, boot campers, fellow coaches, sees success over and over and over again. So I just want to make sure that we're still connected here. Everyone can hear me okay? We're good? Okay. All right. So I'll just transition quickly into how much time is devoted to all of these daily activities. So you guys, this is your business. You have complete ownership in it. You're in the driver's seat, and therefore you really determine how much time that you want to put into this. And honestly, for me, it's kind of hard to really quantitate the time because I don't look at this just as a job. Yes, it's my job, but it's also a hobby. It's my passion, and it's essentially a lifestyle for me. It's what I'm thinking. It's what I'm saying. It's what I'm wearing. It's what I do every single day. And you kind of just become that person, and you find that, you're working your business naturally through your life. And I've heard before, objections from others that they're either too busy, they're stretched too thin, they have too many commitments. We've heard that before. What I've learned is that if you truly want to achieve something, you need to make time for it and you need to prioritize. And it's funny because I actually have a lot more time than I originally thought I did coming into coaching because, instead of watching Netflix all weekend and scrolling aimlessly through Instagram or Facebook, I'm now dedicating that specific time to building my business. And that provides me with so much more fulfillment. It makes me happy, and it gets me up in the morning, and I don't even miss what I was doing before. I don't even think twice about it. I used to go to bed at 9:45 at night because, I felt like it and my shows were over, and I just, I'd go to bed, get a good night's sleep. Now I am staying out working until sometimes 11, 12, sometimes I get real crazy and work till like 1 a.m. And it's because I lose track of time because I'm doing what I love. So, I want you guys to know that it's really interesting for me looking back, knowing that I would carve out those hours in my day to watch TV while I was also simultaneously wishing that my dream life would land in my lap. And that's not how it works. And I'm sure you guys have heard, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. And I'm just beyond grateful that, I really decided to take that leap. And, for all of you who are sitting here, some of you I know you may have, you might be drinking Shakeology now. You may have drank it in the past. You may have heard of it. You might already be involved in an accountability group. You may already have a fitness Instagram page, anything along those lines. This is a no-brainer for you. And you're essentially already doing all of the activities and everything that we do as coaches without the income component. And really the best part is that we teach you how to share your journey. And I think sometimes people tend to think that they need to be at their best, and at their already desired goal to be a coach, when really, in fact, it's the opposite. It makes you more relatable, when you have a story to tell, and when you have that journey ahead of you, and you have a transformation. And we have the tools, we have the resources, as I said, and the mentorship for you to become successful, so you're never alone. And it's really a matter of making that decision to take a chance on yourself. Greatness doesn't come from comfort zones. It comes from rolling up your sleeves and doing something scary and really just going for it. And I've always heard the phrase, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I'm sure you guys have heard that as well. For as long as I can remember, I've kind of, I've had that goal to get there one day, and it's really crazy for me, and as corny as it sounds, like, to watch that dream come true in front of my eyes with this opportunity. And this is as real as it gets, and I'm just so thankful that I decided to take that leap. And it's not just rewarding to help others, but to be surrounded with a community of men and women just like you, who come from all different backgrounds, but have that same common passion is absolutely invaluable. And then on top of all of that, to be able to earn a secondary income and then eventually earn a living off of this is mind-blowing to me. So with that, I'm going to turn it here over to Shane. She's going to share a little bit more on earning and then wrap it up for you guys.
Thank you, Danielle.
Mm-hmm.
I love hearing, it is, the truth is, this business is for so many walks of life, so many ages. I mean, Danielle in her 20s, me in my 40s. So it's so awesome to see that it's not about the age, it's about the passion, it's about, wanting to be a better version of yourself. And so I just love that I'm able to connect with someone like you, Danielle, whom I never would have met, right, had this opportunity not crossed our path. So I want to talk really quick, guys, about the different types of coaching, because, there's people in this business for different, with different goals, right? And so I want to touch on those. Firstly, there's what anybody who's currently drinking Shakeology, as Danielle just said, should be, and that is a discount member coach, right? I mean, that's kind of like a no-brainer, because everybody likes a discount. It's kind of like a Costco membership, right? So why wouldn't you want to save a little bit of money on the products that you love and that you're going to buy anyway? And so discount membership is just definitely a good investment, right? And with that, we always try to help anyone who's just looking to save a little bit of money to go a step further and not pay for their Shakeology. I don't like any coach on my team paying for their Shakeology. So by just thinking about people in your life, people that need to get healthier, who are 3 people that could benefit from Shakeology? Because that's really all it takes in order for them to earn their Shakeology every single month. So that's what we call a discount member. Now, when you become a discount member coach, there is a $15.95 business fee. Why? Well, that covers our amazing back office, amazing training, 2 beautiful websites. So you're running a business for $16. And anything you ever buy forever is 25% off. So right there, if you're going to be purchasing products and supplements in our performance line, then you absolutely should be getting at least a 25% discount, right? Then there's the hobby coach. So a hobby coach is somebody who goes one step further and shares their journey a little bit more, who talks to people about the products, who, like Danielle shared earlier, and our team teaches you how to share your journey through our accountability groups and getting results. They maybe are trying to supplement their current income maybe pay a car payment that is a bit of a struggle for them. You know, they want to make a little extra money, and who doesn't? So that's kind of that second level, and coaches often go through the different stages. They start as a discount member, they go into a hobby coach, and then they move on as they get more comfortable. But there's really no right or wrong to any of these, okay? So next we have what I am, what Danielle is, who many of the leaders on our team, and that is a business builder. We share our journey. You know, we have a vision that doesn't include another career. We have a vision that we want this to be our full-time career. Now, that does not mean you have to quit your job if you're a business builder. But the vision is big, that we want something more, that we want to be able to have, you know, potentially a very large income to do certain things, okay? Our desire is to create time, because over time, that's what this opportunity provides if you do the daily behavior. So when we come in and say we want to, and like I came in day one, I didn't know the potential, but I jumped in as a business builder from day one. Okay, so you know, there's the 25% discount on everything that you use, every product, right? And then you make 25% off anything that you sell to anybody. Someone wants the product, it's 25% off, right? And then as you get into what's called the residual income. Okay, so stay with me. Residual income is that income that is created over time and that keeps coming even when perhaps there's a life event and you decide to take maybe a week off and you're not doing your daily behaviors. That income keeps compounding over time. We call that the compound effect. It's kind of just like your fitness, right? It takes time. And that's why this is not a rich quick scheme. This is why you don't come in and make $1 bazillion in 3 months. That's not who we're looking to build our team with, because that doesn't work, not in our business model. That's other maybe network marketing companies. That's not what we do. You have to think about it like your fitness, right? You don't wake up and work out at the gym for 6 hours and then all of a sudden you're like at your fitness goal. Right? That doesn't happen. It takes time. You wake up, you start decreasing your calories, you push play, you drink your Shakeology, and then maybe after a few days you lose a pound or two. Then you cut out soda and you keep watching what you eat, and then you push play, and at the end of the week maybe you lost 3 pounds, right? So it takes time. It's the same mentality. It's the same mentality. Small behaviors over time. Consistently, a little bit every day, not a lot all at once, a little bit over time. And then, yes, over time, we create residual income. There's also a bonus pool that the company offers when you're a certain rank, and there's amazing trip incentives. I'm actually leaving next month for Punta Cana. The team's actually going to New Orleans in July, and then I have another Beachbody business trip that I earned that's going to be in Vegas in the fall. So these are all part of kind of, you know, the business building model, what we work for. And I must say that, you know, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. It's all dependent on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. But if you treat it as a business, it rewards you as a business. Okay, so the other thing I think is so important for you to understand when you're deciding, is this the right fit? Is this the right team? Is that we are a top-ranking team in this network. We are a 3-time elite team. We are over 2,200 coaches. I am an executive leader, which is the highest level of leadership in the company. We have an entire onboarding system, full Coach Basics training program, leadership training. I'm so proud of the support and the training that we offer to our team. Literally, you know, you want to walk, we walk. You want to run, we run. The training, the support is there. You are never left on your own. So it's important for you to understand that you truly are listening to a team that have made mistakes and corrected them and learned from them and have grown so strong. And the other thing I want to say is forget the income and all of that aside. What I feel is one of the most beneficial things in my life from this opportunity, and strip the income, is the friendships and the relationships that have been built. For example, Danielle, you know, I never would have met Danielle. I did not sponsor Danielle, you know. In fact, she's so far down on my genealogy, it's hard to even see her. But we are surrounded every day by people that want to make me better, that want to make you better. I don't think can find that anywhere else, and that's what I think is just so different about what we offer. And it's the positivity, it's the wanting to be a better version of ourselves, and all the personal development and the family and the teamwork. So, you know, with that, you might be thinking, okay, so this sounds okay. Like, well, what's the next step? Okay, so the next step. You know, you're going to start your fitness journey. You're going to start with a program. And if you're already maybe on an awesome program at the gym, or you're a personal trainer, you're going to continue with your program. You're going to supplement what you're eating now with a perfect meal Shakeology. You're going to get in one of our accountability groups to help us, to be supportive, to focus on you first. And while you're doing that, we're going to help support you on how to talk to people about that, how to share that. And your coach is going to provide you after this call with more details about that. What would be the best fitness program? What's the best option for you? Because everybody is different. And that is something that you will do together, and they will walk you through that very simple sign-up process that literally takes 5 minutes. So in closing, you know, I always say, you know, saying yes to an opportunity creates more opportunities, right? Saying no crushes them. You know, the first step is always scary. You know, there's no doubt about it. It's uncomfortable, the unknown. There's no doubt about it. And sometimes we just have to take a leap of faith. Just know, please, that there is no risk, that the integrity of our company is so high that no one wants to bind someone to the title of coach, right? So if for some reason this is not a good fit, or you feel like you made a mistake, which I know won't happen, then we part as friends and we wish everyone well, because that's not what this is about. It's about wanting you to become the best version of yourself and bring people along with you. I mean, that's really the only prerequisite of this. Like I shared, you could be a mom, a dad, a fitness professional, personal trainer, teacher, nurse, but you have to have a genuine desire to make change in yourself and in the people that you come in contact with. And the truth is, guys, the worst thing that can happen by you saying, I'm going to go for this, is you're going to get healthier. You're going to drink a month of Shakeology, you're going to push play, and you're going to get healthier. So I started this business webinar sharing about where I was 5 years ago. I was a full-time social worker in the mental health field for 17 years. I had at the time 2 young children. I worked full-time Monday through Friday. I had an office with no windows, and I was introduced to this meal replacement. I never in my wildest dreams thought that 5 years later I would be sitting here with you guys sharing, honestly, the transformation that has happened. Last July, I retired, and I always get choked up because I think that so many people are hurting, that so many people feel like I did, that this is it. Is this it? Like, I get up, I go to work, I don't see my kids, other people raise them.
I can't get my kids off the bus. I don't know what to do with them when it snows, because that's where I was. And I think so many people don't understand that there's another way, that there's a better way. God knows I did not know that. I just wanted to get my nutrition in check. And so I truly feel it is a responsibility to share this with everyone. Because what if that random Tuesday night, someone didn't say, hey, did you know that this is a business opportunity? I cringe at the thought. I actually can't even think about it. So honestly, Danielle and I are here tonight truly only to pay this forward, to let you know this is out there, that we are here to help you, to support you, that we would love to have you join us on our journey, because our journey never ends. Because someone asked me, my life has changed. So we are asking you to consider doing something that might scare you, doing something that might be uncomfortable, because you deserve it, you're worth it, and if you don't try, you'll never know. With that, I want to thank everyone so much for taking time out of their night to be here with us. Please speak to the coach that invited you to this opportunity webinar. I look forward to seeing so many more faces on our team in the next coming days. And again, have a wonderful night, and we will see you soon.